Very special guest on the show this week. It is the M of Sixx AM, Mr. James Michael. How you doing, man?
I am doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Doing great. It's a pleasure to talk to you. I know that you guys have toiled long and hard on a brand new baby called Modern Vintage that comes out this Tuesday. That's got to be exciting.
It is very exciting. And yeah, this took the better part of 2 years to make this record. And we are extremely excited about it. We've been starting to, leak some music out there, and the reaction from fans has been exactly what we hoped it would be. So we're all thrilled.
I'm curious about the title of the album, Modern Vintage. That certainly has some meaning behind it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it does, in fact. What we decided to do on this record, with our first two records, with the Heroin Diaries soundtrack and then This Is Gonna Hurt, they both had books that we kind of attached the music to and kind of wrote soundtracks to the books. And on this record, we intentionally did not want to have anything peripheral like that. We wanted to have this record really stand on its own and not only reveal to our fans who we've become as a band 3 records later, but also reveal to ourselves who we've become. And what Modern Vintage means to us is how we approach this record. We went back and looked at all of the fantastic rock records of the 60s and 70s that we grew up with, that we were inspired by and influenced by, bands like Queen and David Bowie and Elton John and ELO and T-Rex and those type of bands. And what we wanted to do with Modern Vintage was make a record that was in the spirit of those type of records. So it's a very performance-based record, and I think that people that know our first two records will be pleasantly surprised when they hear this, just at how different it is. And I think they'll be excited about what Sixx AM has become as a band.
Talking to James Michael, he is the lead vocalist of Sixx AM, also a songwriter and producer of their upcoming album, Modern Vintage. And you talked about showing the fans or letting the fans listen to a few songs. Courtesy Loudwire.com, we've heard Stars and also the band's cover of The Cars Drive. So I'm gathering it's not really locked in on one genre. As you were saying earlier, you went back and re-listened to a lot of stuff that, you grew up with, or even before that, kind of the roots of rock, and really incorporated into the Sixx AM album.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the thing, and that was our intention on this record. When you look at those type of records, let's just take Queen, for example. When you look back at their career and you look at the records that they were making, every single song on one of their records was dramatically different than the song before it and the song after it. And it really took you on a musical journey, and it captured your imagination. And same thing with Bowie, and same thing with all of those great artists of that time. And that's the spirit that we wanted this record to be. It's not just one song after another sounding the same. It really does take you on a journey. And that's what excites us. That's what made us love music in the first place. And I think that today, a lot of people's perception of what qualifies as a rock record has become kind of narrow. And we really just wanted to break those barriers down and remind people that, that there are many different types of rock records. And that's what Modern Vintage represents to us.
Well, and I think Sixx AM, over the course of, now the third full studio album, is a very melodic-based hard rock band, and the single Gotta Get It Right, which we just heard and just cracked the top 10 this week on Loudwire Reloaded, very much reminds me of a Queen or Beatles or Cheap Trick, that kind of sound. Very melodic, very heavy harmony vocals, and a great pop sensibility as well.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you say that, and that's been really exciting for us, that the fans and the people that have heard that track, they're all pointing out things about it that, like that. They're saying, ooh, this sounds like an ELO type of harmony, or that sounds like a Queen guitar part right there. That's exactly the type of conversations we wanted to engage in with this record, and we've been thrilled with the response so far to Gotta Get It Right. Now,
will the band be doing some touring to support this record?
Yeah, in fact, we're in rehearsals right now, and what we're going to do is we're going to, on release date, we are going to do a show here in Los Angeles, and we're going to do a full set, which we're very excited about, and then we're going to make a big tour announcement on that day.
Well, fantastic. I am sure that Loudwire.com will be carrying that announcement and covering you guys, as you proceed forward with the release of the new record and the tour to follow. And best of luck with everything, man. It's a pleasure to talk to you today. And again, we want to remind the fans, Modern Vintage, the new album from Sixx AM, coming out this Tuesday. And our special guest has been vocalist, producer James Michael. Thank you so much for your time, man. Get back to rehearsal.
Thank you so much, man. We really, really appreciate the support, and yeah, man, we're gonna knock it out of the park with this one. We're real excited.